Promises. Promises. Did you ever hear this saying? Promises is a comfort to a fool. Yeah. Shakur, was that on paper? And you see the thing? It's not just Shakur, but it's just human nature. You cannot create habits with humans. Once you create a habit, they get ungrateful. I think his last fight, he got $5 million. Paddy, whatever he was fighting, he got some good money. And for what I know, I don't know, but I know back in the days when he was with, with Bob Arum. Is he still with Bob Arum? I don't know. But he used to get $3 million a fight. $3 million a fight. So, is it Turki Al-Sheik's fault? Yeah, that he overpaid. Yeah, I could say it's his fault, but it's his money. That's his money. He's not the advisor. And he ain't the promoter. He just wants the fights that he wants to see, and if he feels like him and the Crown Prince or whatever, they feel like that's, hey, we're gonna stop giving up too much of a money. Get your face to purse bid. If that's the case, it's their money. But if you feel some kind of way, you did say let it go to purse bid. Well, let the action of the purse bid tell if you're going to get more money. Let the actions work. Not the threats, but the actions, right? It's their choice. It's their bags. What's going on here, man? And you can't create habits with family, friends. You cannot create any habits because they're ungrateful. Me, I just give you one chance. That's it. And if I see an eyeball rolling or a deep breath, like because I said no, where I know how to deal with you in the future. It only takes at this age, one time. So if you create a habit, if I create a habit with you and I'm giving you something and then I stop and you don't care two shit about my reasons why I stop, or you don't care two shits if I don't have it, or I got to put some resources here to over there, and you got an attitude and you going to fix your face and find yourself another way with me, it only takes one time, and that's it. And I'll cut you off like that. I don't care about friendship, and I don't care about family, blood. All that shit is an illusion. All that hey, did Cain kill Abel? Do every son want to kill their father, the king, to take their place? So all that blood, all that friendship and the family shit, act right, act appropriate, and do unto others as you want it done to you. That's it. That's the rule that I apply by. So now, if this man made a promise to you, he made a promise to you and he took it back. But that's the part of business, especially if you ain't got it on ink. Yeah, if you ain't got it on ink, that's the way it is. A lot of people on this world always talk a good one, but can't walk a good one. Understand that. They say this, they preach that, they at the podium, they got a lot to talk about, but their actions speak louder than their words. You ever heard that saying too? All right, so what? The man promised you something, he didn't give it to you. He's the man in control. Isn't him and Dana White doing TKO boxing league? So at the end of the day, I don't know what's going on with Bob Arum and his legal issues, and there's a lot of shit going on with Bob Arum. I think they're gonna expire the ESPN contract with them, so they don't got no budget. What's the other one? Al Heyman missing in action, but he got people talking for him and shit like that. He got a distribution deal with Amazon. So there's no budget there. So watch how you bite the hand that feeds you. Because if these two link up, and I don't know if Dana White getting a budget from ESPN, I don't know if he's using Turki Al-Sheik money and they combining, I don't know. And I really don't care. All I want to see is the great fights. And I hope the boxers get paid well, but not well enough, okay? Because you create habits. That's the problem, okay? And speaking about biting the hand that feeds you, Turki Al-Sheik doesn't even know if you're a liability or an asset. And what I mean by that, I'm talking about the hands, dog. The hands. Every time I turn around, I'm hearing that, was it with the beta fight that you had some hand issues? So you have the nerve to, and I don't know, if you got $5 million, so they say, I don't go by everything what people say. But if a lot of people are saying that, and it's 5 million, right? What do you want with Sabeda? What do you want with Sabeda? Listen, if I was Turkey, I only giving top fights, top money. That's it. So you need to fight Tank. Hey, you're going to get some good money. Both of y'all, whatever. Because no one out here is Canelo, Floyd, or Manny, or Conor McGregor, or Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. Y'all not top tier, okay? Regardless I like them or I don't like them, you're not top tier. So you got to learn how to stay in your place. Don't bite the hand that feeds you, because right now, we're not sure if you're a liability or asset. Because at the end of the day, you say you could beat everybody, Shakur. That's cool. It's words. It's evaporating. It's evaporating. It's not action that's left. It's nothing solid, pure. That's no show of action, right? But you say you could beat everybody. But if you go in there, you got all the skill to pay the bills, and all of a sudden, you throw that left, and your shit is fucked up. And next thing you know, you're doing duck, duck, goose. Duck, duck, goose. That nigga, that's a liability, dog. Because you might win the fight by point and ducking and doing the wizard tricks with the defense wizard and all that shit. But if it's a duck, 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 goose, goose, and you got a duck and you can't throw that left, dog, you are a liability. You are a liability, dog. So he's not a promoter. He's not an advisor. So he has every right, if he have the bag, to go back on his promise. What promised you then could totally change the promise tomorrow. Yesterday was a promise. The next day might be different because situations happen. Now, if it was in ink, paper, sure. Take it to court. Put it on YouTube. Say this way, he reneged. All right, he reneged. He'll make it up in a big fight that you have. He can make it up then. But for you to go and talk, dog, see, I'm telling you, man. And I just don't want to say American boxers. It's just human nature, dog. It's just overall human nature. You know, you feed somebody, you feed them, dog. And then that one time you don't feed them, you're public enemy number one. And like I said, this age, 52, dog, once I get a smirk, a huff and puff, an eye roll, or I feel when I walk past you, some kind of, because when I walk past people, I feel vibrations. I feel certain energy. After being on this world 51, 52, I have a good sense of judgment, right? Sometimes family and friends, you give them a pass, but sometimes the pass itself is being entitled. It's being entitled. Sometimes you hear words from strangers and you could tell if they're jealous or they're envy by the little stupid little sayings in between the joke. Right? One will go by, but I let that one pass because I want to know if you're going to do it again. And then that one will go by, and then I'll know that you got some intentions that your subconscious know that you don't really like me. And I know how to deal with you accordingly. So Shakur, just calm yourself down. Work on these hands, because this right now, it might be a liability. We don't know, man. But this is your bread and this is your butter. This is your butter and this is your bread. All right? And at the same time, simultaneously, you're trying to bite the hand that feeds you and talk a lot about what you should get. Yeah. All right. Well, listen, man. Like I said, I don't care if it's Tank. I don't care if it's Terrence Crawford. I don't care if it's Shakur. Look at my videos. I don't care who it is. I'm a fan of the fucking boxing sport. That's it. I like your style. I want to see your style in the ring. I like your style. Regardless if I don't like you as a person, get it in the ring. And then we move on. But other than that, I ain't taking sides or no fucking channels, no boxes. It's a new day. It is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not for that time. I'm not on that type of time. That's why my channel is not pushing the way it is. Y'all need worshipers and sheep. You got to follow a channel that go by your insecurities and your emotions. Sorry, I'm not that type of dude. And I come and I go, like I say, and I never give you enough time for you to relate to me. Listen, I'm not here to change your mind. I'm here for you to read between the lines. It's not what they say, it's what they're not saying. I mix the lies with the truth and the truth with the lies. But at the end of the day, lies overcome truth, and it is what it is. Be gone.